Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a good day to everyone. My name is Muhammad Afif Azhan bin Muhammad Ismail, and today I'm going to present about my PSM1, which is about the SC Activity Board. So university events are very important to both students and staff. It is the medium for us to share our knowledge and to connect with each other. Events can be solely purpose for entertainment purpose or knowledge sharing, or can be a life changer. Additionally, UTM students are rewarded with co-curricular points if they join events which can be beneficial to them for their future career. So what is the problem about university events right now? So some school of computing events happens at the same time. This is because events organizers do not have any idea about any scheduled upcoming events. So this will make people need to have a dilemma where they have to choose either to attend program A or program B. What if both events are interested for them? They will feel a loss to them. There will be a loss to them because it might be the opportunity to learn something from both of them. And the second issue with this is with the current university event method is some people are unaware of any upcoming events. This is because of the ineffectiveness of advertisement methods for university events. So I would like to present that a system that can help to face this issue. So the project aim is to develop an efficient event advertisement system to improve event management and scheduling for UTM SC event organizer. This system can be a reference about any upcoming events that have been scheduled by other organizations. And the second one is to provide event advertisement to the UTM School of Computing community. The objectives of the system is to review existing applications that involve event advertisement. We also wanted to design and develop the proposed system, which is the SC Activity Board. And lastly, to test and evaluate the effectiveness of the proposed SC Activity Board website in organizing future School of Computing events. So this system is mainly for School of Computing students and staff. It will be also a web-based application. This project is important because it improves the process of event management in UTM School of Computing community. If the event management process is improved, so an organizer can invest more time to increase the quality of their events. And other than that, it can also encourage students to join more events due to more exposure to a lot of programs. So for the School of Computing case study, School of Computing consists of hundreds of students and staff. Every week, there will be a lot of events, maybe at least one or two that will be held by a lot of organizations or clubs. There are student associations like the Persaka, which is the Persatuan Mahasiswa Sains Komputer. They often make academic workshops, career talks, and more activities. So what is the method of the event management for the School of Computing right now? So they will prepare the paperwork of events and submit to the high-level pelajar, which is the HCP. And then after it is approved by the HCP, they will advertise through social media or posters or post posters at every colleges. Social media that is used is usually WhatsApp, Telegram. So the issue with this method, the event organizer have no idea about other events that are already scheduled. And the other issue is the advertisement method sometimes not effective. Sometimes the WhatsApp group have the limits, or sometimes users cannot join a lot of WhatsApp groups and Telegram groups because it can be confusing and takes a lot of time. So 3 existing systems that includes event advertisement feature in their system are chosen. So the three systems are Eventbrite, Meetup, and Hopin. So there are three criteria that will be discussed, which is the event display, event filtering, and add event restriction. So the characteristics comparison is shown by this table. So we have the event display, the event filtering, and adding event. So the event display, usually we discuss about the UI and how it shows on the application. For example, Eventbrite, they have two different pages. The first page where the user will be recommended with random events with any categories. And the second page where the users can search for a specific event using filters. So, and we also know if the events are sorted based on the time started or not, and the date, or based on the date. So the event filtering, all the systems have the same criteria. It allows those users to filter their event in the event display page. They usually put on at the side of the event display or at the top. They can also set their event preferences on their profile. And lastly, the adding event restriction. We want to know which users can add event on the system. So Eventbrite allows all type of users to add an event without any restriction. Even a new account that is like 5 minutes each. But for Meetup and Hopin, the user required to be in an organization to add an event into the system. So the proposed event display is the event display will be in one page that looks like a calendar. So every day they will have events which looks like notes. And yeah, this is the event display for the SC activity board. So proposed event filtering, we will put the filters option at the side of the event display. So as you can see on the screen here. So this is the filters option for this system. So the purpose for add event decision, we want to allow only users with the organizer role will be able to add event. Users can request organizer role from system manager, which handles all the users and events in the system. So now let's talk about the methodology for the system development. So for this project, we will apply the Rapid Application Development, RAD. RAD is a methodology where it prioritizes prototyping and development with brief designing. So that the design of the system will be adjusted when necessary during the development phase. So I choose RAD because it is more flexible, where we can change the design even after the development phase started, and it takes shorter time due to brief designing and constant prototyping and development. So there are three phases in RAD, which is the requirements planning. In this phase, we will conduct a survey to look for the user requirements and see what is the criteria that they wanted to see in the project, in the system. And for the user design, we will design the system. We will design the database, the system architecture, and the UI. We also use the result from the survey that we conducted earlier and see what is the user requirements for the system and include them in the design. And lastly, the implementation. We will do it in the PSM2, where we will develop the system using Laravel and React.js. The next part is the system design. So the first one is the use case diagram. There are three actors in the system, which is event organizer, event participant, and system manager. The activity of every actors, there are 9 different activities, which are register user, login user, create event, edit event, delete event, view event, follow event, filter event, and manage user. So every actors have different sets of features that they can use. For example, event organizer, they can log in only. They are the only one that can create and edit event, and they can also delete event. So all users will be allowed to view event, follow event, and filter event. So the activity diagram for the SC activity board, it starts with either system manager or event participant. For event participant, they can register on the website, and finally can log in. So before being able to view an event, an event has to be created by the event organizer. So the system manager will log in into the system. They will manage the user's role. They will give the organizer role to an event participant. Afterwards, the event organizer can log in into the system and create an event. All created event can be deleted and edited as long as the event is created by the event organizer himself. And lastly, and not lastly, system manager also able to delete the event in case there is maybe an abuse or a mistakes happen. And finally, after an event has been created by the event organizer, there will be all users, system manager, event organizer, and event participant will be able to view, follow, and filter events. So this is one of the sequence diagram in the system, which is for the event organizer, where they wanted to add an event. So they will log in into the system, and the system will display the list of events that is already scheduled in the system, in the website. So the event organizer will click on the date, and the system will show all events that had been scheduled on that date. Other than that, afterwards, they will be able to choose either to add an event to the system, and the system will ask the event organizer to fill out a form which asks for the details of the event, the title, and the venue and the location and time, all the details. So the user will set the category of the events, and finally the user will be asked to confirm the add event. And then finally, after confirming the add event, it will display on the website. So for the class diagram of SC activity board, there are user, preferences, category, and event. There are also three types of user. First, the general user, which is this one. The system manager. System manager and event organizer inherits all attributes and methods for the user. So basically, system manager and event organizer can view event, can start an event, and filter an event. So this is the system architecture for the system. All the users will use the system front end to access the website. Can only configure the data in the database through the system front end. From the system front end, it will send the maybe like event crews to the Heroku server, and Heroku server will store and fetch the data in the database. And the next one is the database design. There are 4 entities on our database. This is the initial design. So there will be a user, which contains the information about every user in the system. And the entity event, it will store the details of an event. Category, which is the category of an event like technology, academic, and sports. And lastly, preference. You want to store the preferred category by every user. So this is the UI design for the SC activity board. So this is the main page. There is a filter system, maybe the event entries, and all the tabs that will be in the main page. So this is the add event form and the view event details. So this is the favorite events page. This is the setting page. And this last one is the system manager page, where they can manage the user's role, either they are participant or organizer. So for conclusion, SC activity board is an event advertisement system that can be the reference about any upcoming events, which is very helpful for event organizers to plan their events. And lastly, it will be the event advertisement platform for the UTM SC community. So I think that's all for this presentation. So if there is any question, you can find me on my email or my phone number. So thank you for watching, everyone, and have a nice day.